Raid Shadow Legends Stu here with Seeker. We're going to get into his kit, get into what he is really good at, and we're going to see him in action. I have a level 60 Seeker that I just leveled up. He can attack an enemy 2 times and has a 50% chance to provoke them for 1 turn, which is very, very annoying. He fills the turn meter of all his allies by 30% and places a 50% increased attack buff on them, and then is granted an additional turn right after when he comes in with his skill 1 to do the provoke, which again, it's very annoying, and we will talk about that in just a minute. And then his passive is really great for turtling because whenever he gets crit, he'll heal by 20% and he'll immediately put up a 60% increased defense buff, which will save your team from AoE damage. And then if you wanted to use him in arena, you could do his increased defense. Usually most people will use the speed buff. He has really good stats overall. His HP, his defense, his speed, and his attack are all very, very good. So let's go into him. He has been annoying me forever. Ever since I've started playing this game in arena, you see Seekers, and he will go first turn very quickly because you make him fast. Move the turn meter of all his teammates by 30%, and then immediately take another turn, come over and provoke one of your key people that you need to go next, or your fastest one that you want to speed up your team, and I will show you that right now. Let's get into some PvP matches with him and see what he is all about. Now this team is pretty tanky. Valkyrie's going to go right after this. Valkyrie would go right now, but instead of her doing her AoE buff for her team in counterattack, she came over and attacked Seeker because he put a provoke on her. So that was it. That was the game. Otherwise, it was a very tanky team. She would have put up the shields and the counterattack, and they would have turtled it out because I already faced this team a little while ago with a different comp, with my different comp, and that's what happened. So the only reason why I won because it was a very, very tanky team once Valkyrie was able to do that. So here we go again. And I'll show you all his stats, I'll show you all his gear, his masteries, everything else at the end of this video. Right now we're just going to go through some PvP battles. So Zargala's going to come in and do the defense break. We got Enithwi over here, level 60, which I'll do a guide on him as well. Boom, doing the AoE. Again, this is a very... oh yeah, this is one that was actually a really good battle, and I put it here. It was toward the very end of me recording about 15 different battles, going through the list, resetting it, coming up with a new one. I actually didn't have to reset it. I won all 10, came up with a new one, and fought these guys. So I put this at the beginning because it was such a crazy battle. Look at these guys. They are so beefy. All defensive, crazy HP. Jesus, every time I'm recording. Clan boss reset, guys. Clan boss reset. I'm going to learn to stop doing that after a while. So they're super tanky. Now they've got the shared damage up. They've got everything going on. It's bad right now. They had shields. They have shared damage. They have counterattack. So I'm trying to think, who could I go over and taunt, right? Who can I taunt with Seeker? Try to get a taunt in. Well, they've got pretty good resistance too, because my Seeker's accuracy isn't that high. He's been hitting the good taunt, and he's not skilled at all. My Seeker has 0 books on him, so his ability to try to taunt isn't as high as it should be at all. All right, so we're down 1 already. We're gonna bring him back just so he can soak up some more hits. And Enithwi's gonna take the hits for us. Again, I'm just trying to get a taunt on somebody, and we're not even getting a taunt. So this battle will be over shortly. Trust me. Just wait. So Zargala, here she goes. She is the champ. So right now I'm just gonna save her skill 2 because we can't really do anything right now. We can't kill anybody. He's got an unkillable. But of course, you know Skull Crusher doesn't have the counterattack on him, so I'm going to attack him right now just to play it a little bit safe. It is not looking good. It's not looking good at all. All right, so let's take him out. Let's take out Skull Crusher. Let's just do some damage as much as we can, just to see what happens, because we don't have any other options. Nothing else is going to happen. Nothing else will work. So Seeker, again, was not getting any taunts. I need to skill book him. I really will skill book him because I'm going to use him a lot. He's so much fun. I'm going to get Arbiter here soon as well, so I'm going to use Arbiter's lead and then use Seeker instead of Gorgorab. Maybe, probably. More than likely, because Arbiter's so nice. Ow! All right, here we go. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. We got him. That was a crazy... I was ready to back out because I thought I was going to lose, and then Zargala just popped that and did it. So let's get back into Seeker. Anyway, Seeker did his role there too. Seeker was doing up his increased defense to my team, which made me last a little bit longer, and I was able to pull all that off. So this is it. Right now, Apothecary would be coming in shortly to break in speed-wise, could be, and then speed up his team. But he's not going to be able to because, boom, we got that taunt on him. We sped up our people. We're all good. This is why Seeker is so good in PvP. He is so annoying. And then the ability to speed up your team, take another turn, taunt somebody on the enemy team, taunt a key player on the enemy team that will do something like Martyr, where she'll do her AoE taunt and attack down, or anybody else. Tower, where he's going to do his invincibility to all his guys for 2 turns. If you can come in, boom, get that taunt on. What's she going to do? She's going to come over and attack you now. That's it. So I'm not worried about that. Much better than her getting the taunt and shield up and then counterattack, killing your whole team with lifesteal gear on. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I've been facing this for so long in Arena. I'm so excited to have my own Seeker finally. So recently I just geared him actually today. I just threw him into a whole bunch of Arena. He's working beautifully. Of course, I've seen him work beautifully the whole time. I've been doing Arena, and just anytime I face somebody with my team that's a fast team that's not very defense heavy at all, I've got to win. I've got to win off of speed, and then I've got to take them down quickly. I can't do a beefy bruiser team. I can't fight against a team like that that's going to even last just a little bit. So having him in there with any of those teams, now I can actually focus on a really defensive team. I can bring in Martyr, I can bring in Rosin Scarhide, I can bring in other people along with Seeker to speed them up a little bit and also give them that defense they need. So if they're not fast enough, they can take those hits, because that's a lot of thing I was running into when I didn't have Seeker on my team. It's still going to be hard to play against other Seekers because my team is geared toward being fast, taking them out quickly. And whenever I face another Seeker team, it's really hard because I don't know. It's 50-50 if I'm going to win or not, because Seeker puts up, immediately when I AoE with Zargala, he puts up that 60% increased defense. There he is. So I never know if I'm going to be able to take them out right away or not. It's so scary. And then, of course, he's going to speed up his team and taunt somebody just like mine does. And if he's faster than mine, he's going to come in and taunt somebody that's key to me for me to be able to win. And I'm pretty much going to lose the match no matter what. He is so good. I've seen him used in Clan Boss. I've seen him used in runs. Seeker is very versatile. It really is a good champion. And in PvP, he just seems so overpowered and good. I just love using him. I love playing him. So here we go. All these teams, as you've seen, the same theme. Seeker boosting, giving everybody a 30% increase, and then going in and taunting somebody. So just keep an eye out for that. You just cannot beat what he does. I know there are other teams out there that are super fast or geared another way, but you will see, and if you played Arena at all, you have seen the amount of Seekers that are there. It's just so beautiful. And he will do this. He'll do this in dungeons. He'll do this in waves. He will boost your guys up. He will increase the attack, of course. He will taunt guys, which are always good to taunt people in waves, and it'll just help you out. And I've seen him I've seen some beefy Seekers out there that do some serious damage. Now, we're going to go over his masteries and what I have on him in just a moment, but I don't have any masteries on him. I'll just go ahead and say it since we're just watching these battles right here. I think they're almost over. I shortened it. I didn't want to include too many. I wanted to include the ones which were basically every one I did in the beginning that had the taunt ability, that actually got the taunt to work, the provoke to work, to show you how good he is in that. So I just went down this list. I took out everybody. Not a problem. Here we are with Seeker and Skull Crown. Skull Crown's always an issue. You know, they like to make it to where she can counterattack back, hit your whole team, do a lot of damage. But again, my Seeker is going to help out my guys because they're really fragile. But he's going to put up that 60% increased defense, which is going to help me out a lot. We got the taunt on somebody like, is she going to attack back? Like Crimson Helm here, that would help out. That way she couldn't do her AoE taunt. All right, no problem. See, we've got look at that, increased defense on all of them. It helps a tremendous amount. And it seems like it helps immediately. Whenever you get hit with that AoE damage, it seems like immediately your team has it on here. So here's my gear. Here's my Seeker. Let's go over everything he has. He's definitely not an ugly bat dude. So I've got 18 speed, 15 speed. I went for speed on everything. I need a speed helm, which I do have a really high speed helm at about 20 or 18 speed, and then for speed. And then I need gloves, and then I can get him even faster. He was at 270. Oh yeah, I forgot to move. Sorry guys. Now you can see everything though. He's at 270 speed, and there are all his stats. if you didn't get a chance to see them, I apologize because I was in the way. So next time I'll move to the side here and be like, flex my arm. So there are his abilities again, just to go over them if you didn't remember. And now we're going to look at his masteries that I do not have any. So I did all that stuff with 0 masteries. Right now he's grinding Minotaur, but as you can see right now, I have 0 books in him. So none of my stuff is on cooldown, which I need to get to the 3 turn on his skill 2. And I definitely want the increased provoke chance on a skill 1. Now his masteries, I don't have anything, but I don't really want to go support with him. Let's go back into that. I don't really want to go support. I want to try out defense, and I want to try out maybe offense, or maybe go deep defense. deep into the defense, because you can't extend provoke. Well, I could extend his debuff, but you can't extend provoke over here. You can't extend it, so you can't make that 2 turns, which would be really dirty. But we can do other things over here in defense to get him a counterattacks, so that he can come in and counter and provoke somebody. Again, counterattack so that he can provoke somebody. And then there's other things where he can take less damage, or maybe even less debuff chance to take a debuff off, or maybe even something else where you can take away right down here, defense, or 5% away damage, soak up 5% of damage for your team. So there are other options. You could go down to War Master, of course, like everybody else does, to get more damage in anything you do. That way if you play him PvE as well. Or you could go into defense and support. I think I'm going to try heavy defense. I'm going to try to do it to where my teammates, because I'm just going to use them pretty much in PvP, in Arena, do it to where my teammates, you know, where I can alleviate a little bit of damage off them. It won't be that much really, where I can get some counters, extra counters in there, and then we'll just have to see. So really it's up to you. I did this all with no mastery, so it's up to how you want to play your Seeker. That's all I've got, guys, for Seeker. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support. I truly do appreciate it. And I'm going to come out with another video tonight on Inithwi Blood Twin. I'll see you then.